Everybody, this is Bonnie and I am going to show you how I made this card. I have been having so much fun, let me find what I did with this stamp set. This is called The Wilderness Awaits, and I just love it. They've got all these like wild animals and stuff, great for manly cards and so much fun. Let me just show you a few that I've been playing around with here. I did this one with some ducks, which I haven't mounted it on any paper or anything. I did these two, which I absolutely love. I did one more of with snow on the trees and stuff. This one where there was just a little bit of snow on the mountains, and I really liked. I shared this on my Facebook page the other day. I did this one. I absolutely love the duck. The duck is like my favorite, and it kind of, these coordinate with the other stamp set that's been in our stamp set, or in our thing for the wetlands. So I really like that they coordinate together. This is another one of my favorites where you got the dog coming in like he's chasing the ducks up for the hunters. So I really liked that, and I did this one. But I'm going to share this one today with you on how I did this. So let's get started. Okay, the measurements for the crumb cake cardstock is 8.5 by 4 1/4, or by 5. Wait a minute. 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So that's going to be our base card. So put that aside. And then let me see if I have a measure here because I can't remember their measurements for this one. This one measures 5 by 4, the old olive, and then the Whisper White measures 4 3/4 by 3 3/4. So that is the card that goes in there. Okay, so let's get started with this fun card. What I did was I took and stamped, get my basic black, I stamped the dog. I'm using Momentum black ink, and turn my paper, and I kind of stamped him as close as I can to the bottom of the card. So it's like that. Then I went ahead and I stamped it on another piece of paper. And I went ahead and I masked this, I cut it out. And then I'm going to use some repositionable adhesive. Just add some more to this. Make sure it's good and sticky. And then I'm just putting it right over top of my dog. It's green. So you can tell where I'm going with this next. So then I'm going to turn it around. And actually, I'm going to do the blue first because I like to do the sky. So I turn it around. And I'm just going to take soft sky. And I'm just going to rub it all over. That. And then I'm going to take out the old olive. Base of my card. Now I'm going to take some Mossy Meadow ink. This is one of our in colors. Put that out of the way. And I'm using another set that I'm using that we have is Lovely as a Tree. And I'm going to use the tall pine tree out of this. I'm going to stamp off the paper. And then I'm just going to stamp on. So it's like that. Do it again. Stamp off. And then I'm going to stamp on. Take it one more time, stamp off, stamp on, another one, stamp off, and we'll stamp on. So it looks like that with that one. And then I'm taking the other one, the other tree stamp set. I'm going to stamp that up in Mossy Oak also. And this one I'm not going to stamp off the paper. And I'm just kind of like, I don't even know how to explain it. I'm like eyeballing it. And I'm doing like half on the tree. Or it's half on my card. Let me get my hand out of the way. And you see how I have half of the card? So it's like half on. So it's like almost going off the page. So it kind of looks like that. And I just really like how that look came out. Okay, so we're done with the Mossy Oak for a minute. We'll come back to that color in a minute. So now I'm going to peel up my dog here. Give him a little bit of a rub to make sure there's no stuff on him. So he looks like that. Isn't that really cute? I just love it. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to color a little bit of my dog. So I'm taking, what color am I taking? I'm taking soft suede, and I'm just going to color in my dog. Okay, so I did that. And now I'm going to take the Old Olive again. I'm going to take the Old Olive sponge. And I'm just going to kind of get like a corner of it here, scrunch it up in my hand. And I'm just going to like get in where the whites didn't. And it's okay to go over the dog a little bit. It's not going to show because you got a dark brown on there. Spots to make it a little darker here and there. Okay. So there. So I really like the way this card is starting to turn out. It's really, really cute. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add some more grass to the bottom of our card. So I am taking the grass one from the Wetlands. And I'm using Mossy Oak ink. And I'm just kind of adding some down along the bottom of this. I just thought it needed a little bit more. Yeah. So it looks like that. And then I'm going to add a little bit of green in the tree over here. So I'm just going to go over top of where the tree is only and give a little bit of green, like green leaves, so it's not blue. And there, in the bushy part of the tree. There we go. And now I'm going to take, I've got Marina Mist ink here. And I'm going to take this color because I want the sky just a little bit darker in spots. So I'm just going to rub this in. So it just has a little bit more darkness to the card. There. Okay. That's it. You know, I'm looking at my original and it looks like it's missing a tree right here. I think I'm going to add another tree off to the side. Stamp off. Stamp on. Yeah. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. It's not all the way on the page, but I like it. So now we're going to set this aside for a minute and we're going to bring in the crumb cake that we had. Using crumb cake. And we're going to take, in the Trendy Tree, there's like this leaf with a little acorn. And I am just stamping this, and we're just going to do tone on tone. And I'm doing them in all different directions off the page, some just a little bit. I mostly want it on the outside of the card just to give it some little bit of something on the outside of it, because I think it really needed a little design. So there. So that's all I did with that. Take that, put that there. So now let's put this card together. So we're taking the Whisper White, and we're going to add that to the Old Olive. And then we're going to add this piece. I didn't use my bone folder. This piece right on here. Just like so. And now we're going to add the greeting. So I'm going to take it's Birthday Greetings, and this one is also out of the Wetlands. And I'm going to stamp this in Crumb Cake. Stamped it upside down, but that's okay. Then I'm going to take the oval punch, the large oval punch, punch this out. And then I'm just going to take some Soft Sky, and I'm going to use the sponge that is right from the sponge. I'm not going to dip it anymore. And I'm just going to sponge this to kind of tone it down from being so white. Okay. So just like that. Then I'm going to take some Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm going to put a couple on the back of it. And add this to my card. I'm going to put it right there. And that is how I made this card. So I made it just like that. And it's just a fun little card. Like I said, I've been having a lot of fun with it. I like to do the masking with this card so that you can make the things stand out and have more things in the picture. So that's how I did these. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for supporting me. And if you'd like more information, go to my blog. It's bonniescreativeplace.blogspot.com. And you can click on the link there and order any of your Stampin' Up! Products. Bye-bye.